morning. Does everybody see me? Is this working? Should be working. Edward Campbell, May 20th, Bozeman, Montana, 2017. Okay, I made some other promises yesterday that the next one was going to be about another passage at the end of the second book about the word barbarian. But I reviewed the video, and the audio's not that good, and I didn't give you the grammar. I talked about a whole bunch of different sorts of things that didn't have anything directly to do with the grammar and syntax of this line 1 and 2 at first book of the Iliad. And of course my reading is a little bit rough on this stuff because you have to understand, as philologists, what we do is we work with text on paper and seldom really read these things aloud. You know, if you have an apartment, you can lock yourself in and hope that the neighbors can't hear you talking to yourself, but I don't have that convenience. But today the campus was empty before the library opened, so I got the chance to rehearse it a little bit. And so I'm going to read it to you what I consider to be the right way. And then I'm going to explain the grammar and syntax of that. I'm going to try and make it as quickly as possible. So, with a little patience here. Meni na edethea peleiadio akileas ula menen heburi akia akaias alege etheka. Okay, so now we're going to go through it and do the grammar and syntax, and so it wasn't really clear exactly what I was trying to point out, but I'll get about how the mistakes that's being made with this. Okay, this is a feminine accusative singular, feminine accusative singular, okay, of manus. Manus, right? Feminine accusative singular, manus. This means anger. Frequently it's translated as wrath, but I think that anger is what's really intended by this. This is the adjective that goes with it. These two are connected. All this is in between. But this is another feminine accusative singular, accusative singular, feminine accusative singular of ulamenos, destructive, which is destructive, right? Okay, so we're talking about destructive anger. Destructive anger. This is what's going to tell us what this entire work is all about, is because of this destructive anger. So this is aede, which can be two things. Now I only have one of them written down, so I'm going to pull it up on the screen so that I know for sure what I'm talking about here. Okay. And then I'm going to pull this. Okay. This is Ido. It's the word Ido. Yeah, this is the word Ido. Right? Which means to sing. It goes like that. Ido. It means to sing. So it can be two different things. Now, I said something yesterday about how the disproportion on the Perseus project was like 700 votes say that this is a second person present active imperative. And 80-something people had voted that said that this is a third singular imperfect active indicative. So there's a large balance there. And so I'd want to caution artificial intelligence of picking statistical possibilities of what the correct version is, and I'm going to explain to you why. Because This is one of two things. This is Thea, which means a goddess. And it's either in one of two things. It's either a nominative, or it's evocative. It can only be one of these two things. So, if this is an imperative that hits this word this way, that would make this an accusative. So it couldn't possibly be evocative. See, when they say, sing in me, goddess, or some of these other, sing in me, muse, but there's no muse here. This is goddess. Sing muse, sing goddess. This is what Samuel Butler has here. Sing, O goddess, the anger of Achilles, son of Peleus, that brought countless ills upon the Achaeans. So I went with the minority third singular imperfect active indicative, which says that this doesn't go that direction like that. Let me clean this up a little bit. This doesn't go in this. This is an accusative here. This doesn't go in this way. This is the subject of the sentence. This is the verb. Boom. Like that. Third person, singular, imperfect active indicative. This is the accusative. That makes that the direct object. So, may mean aede thea means imperfect can be translated as past. It can say was doing or used to do. Also is another possibility. An aorist would be a little bit extreme of a past. So I say what this says is a goddess was singing the anger. And then we have this string, Achilles, son of Peleus, is right there. But this is the adjective which goes with that. So goddess, a goddess was singing about the destructive anger of Achilles, son of Peleus. Okay? This is the hay that I was referring to right here. And this is the one that's, okay, so I'll pull this one up so I can make sure I get this right. This is like a number of different things. It's either, let me clean up some of this so I can see. Okay, so this is either this. It's either feminine, it's a pronoun. It's either a pronoun, feminine, nominative, singular. Feminine, nominative, singular, right? Or it's an adverb. Okay, so it's either a pronoun or it's an adverb, right? There's the two possible choices, which means where. Adverb of place, where. Right? So this is a pronoun, feminine nominative singular of hos, which means it would be she. So this would mean she. In a feminine nominative singular, this would be a pronoun that says she. In the nominative, making it a subject. She placed. So you could say, so this is Tithami. Let me pull it up and make sure I get it right. Tithami. Tithami. Third singular aorist active indicative. So this is third singular aorist active indicative of Tithami. Get the accent right? Yeah. Okay, which means to put, or to place, So this would, if you put these two strings as separate, a goddess was singing about the destructive anger of Achilles, son of Peleus. She put This is Murios. This is a neuter accusative plural. Countless, infinite, numberless. This is what do I have here? Lego, suffering, ills. Let me see. Suffering bodily pain. Let's see. It means suffering bodily pain. Feel bodily pain, suffer. To feel pain of mind, to grieve, to be troubled or distressed. So that would say she put countless suffering on the Achaeans, upon the Achaeans, right? Or it could say a goddess was singing about the destructive anger of Achilles, son of Peleus. But if I go with the adverb here, I was saying that this is not place where, that this is where for. Now you see, adverbs and conjunctions kind of, I've been studying this a long time. I'm really not completely clear of exactly how you determine, but which is it an adverb or is it a conjunction? Wherefore, on account of, wherefore. If this is an account of, this would be a neuter accusative. This would be a neuter accusative. This would be a dative. Wherefore. See, no, that's not going to work, is it? If this is a third singular, because this is a plural. So that's to say she. But I still say that this wherefore, it's because of this. Or I mean this right here, destructive anger. This is the reason for the whole book. And people have, you can go part for whole for a part and find all sorts of stuff in there. Like Simone Weil, is that how you say it? I don't speak French really. Who wrote a book, the Iliad, or a poem of force, is that what it's called? Iliad, the poem of force. To say that this, which the thesis, they make all the students here reading. The thesis of that is that this is just a glorification of violence, which she was just so against because she was a libertard, and so, but the reason for it is the destructive anger of Achilles. Wherefore, okay, so let's go. We can go with the singular with the neuter plural and a neuter plural. Wherefore. On account of the destructive anger, on account of that, countless suffering was placed on the Achaeans. So so I'm going to rewrite it. So let's rewrite it. Let's rewrite it so that we got it all figured out here. So. When you get back there in the fall and Dr. So-and-so wants to argue about this, you tell him, well, you see, I did the Gnothi Sauton thing, right? And I know that that's not an imperative. It couldn't be. And that it's a goddess was singing, a goddess used to sing. Right. And you can see, I've still got the same shirt I was wearing, on the same shirt I was wearing yesterday. Because my two clean shirts were still wet from the snowstorm, and I got other things to do, so I want to be fast. So, what was our conclusion was a goddess. I don't do this, gosh, I'm not used to writing these words. A goddess used to sing about the destructive anger of Achilles. Wherefore? Wherefore? Countless grief was aorist. This is the imperfect, this is the aorist. Countless grief was put upon that's right. Menina edethea peleiadio Achilleas ula menen hemori Achaias aleke ethik. A goddess used to sing about the destructive anger of Achilles. That's the reason for the book. Destructive anger. So, I got plenty to do, so I'm going to call it good. And so the next time, I've got some of this, that part I was going to try, I have to develop a thesis on the word barbarian, and it seems that Strabo has something to say about it. And so I'm going to have to get into the Strabo and stuff and make sure that I understand what that is, because as we do, we say, Gnothi Seauton. This is Thales. It's on one of my videos. And don't forget to subscribe or give a like. I don't even have one like yet. Over now.